today's subject is Kavalan, which was graciously gifted to my father by our very good friend, Jim Everly.
My first one was.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, in the old bottle. Less velvet.
That one, yeah.
These cats are out of Taiwan.
They're Taiwanese.
Yes.
So think of it this way. Japanese whiskey, Taiwanese whiskey,
generally Southeast Asian whiskey.
Indian single malts, right?
It has
Indian whiskey.
Heavy Scotch influence.
It's 100%. Now, it's basically Scotch, except you can't call it Scotch.
Yeah, because you can't call it Scotch unless it's made in Scotland.
Made in Scotland, right? Distilled, barreled, aged in Scotland. So, the lore from a bajillion years ago, which is how the Japanese got their single malt,
is a Scottish man visited, a Japanese man went to Scotland. He learned how to make Scotch in Scotland, and then he came back to Japan, and it was
started
distilling. He started distilling, which worked out well because Japan, certain parts of Japan and Scotland are at the same latitude.
Essentially the same latitude, the same climate, that kind of stuff. So
very similar.
Anyway, single malts are such a big hit that people figured out you could do it in other places other than just Scotland. So
the United States is quite unique insofar as corn is the primary
predominant grain, but we do have a lot of single malts.
We do have a lot of single
in the States now. Japan obviously is a big one. India is a big one. There are a lot of Indian distilleries, especially that Indri stuff, is up like the foothills of the Himalayas. So they mirror Scotland's climate, right? So Taiwan has nothing to do with Scotland's climate.
No, Taiwan is hot and humid all the time.
Hot as balls and humid, but
all the time.
The first time I had Kavalan, I was not the biggest single malt or Scotch fan. However, me being ignorant, didn't probably know how much the bottle cost that my good friend Jim Everly got us. And over the course of about 2 months, I drank the whole damn thing. It was delicious. So that put Kavalan on the map for me. Fast forward to, what's this, 2026? So probably 7-ish years ago, I was at our good friend Issa Corey's establishment, Henderson, Nevada.
Yes, indeed.
If you're ever in Las Vegas,
go to Corey's Fine Wine and Spirits.
Anyway, he would from time to time get bottles that the distributor had, because he'd have, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 just laying around the distributor house, and they'd call Issa up and be like, hey, I got 3 bottles of Kavalan whiskey. It retails at $350. I'll give it to you for $115. And he'd be like, okay. And then he would then take the said bottles, put them on a shelf, and charge $120 or $125. He's like, whatever, dude, I'll get rid of them.
That's why he's a boy, because he always charges pretty close to MSRP.
Yeah. So when I saw these, this is the Kavalan whiskey finished in ex-Bourbon barrels. He had those in the store, and I hadn't seen a whole lot of Kavalan. This is obviously quite a few years ago. And I saw what he had it marked down for, and I'm like, I know I like Kavalan. He had 2 bottles. And I said, okay, it was in the case. Because even still, it was still $120 at the time. Just still a lot of money back then.
That's a lot of money today.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy that. I'll buy 1. Because I could have been a dick and bought 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm going to buy 1. And I said, I'm going to take it home and I'm going to try it. And if I like it, if that bottle's here next week, I'm buying that again. And he's like, okay, that's fair. Next week came, bottle was there, bought the second one. So we just finished this bottle right now.
This is the first bottle. The second bottle is sitting
I got the backup
down there.
Right back there. Now, what I noticed with this one, And they're all going to be different because they all have different finishes,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you got to be careful what you're buying. But what I noticed on this one, even just smelling it, green apple, apricots, and pears.
Mm-hmm.
That's
very much so. Although not as
and a little bit of honey.
not as bright and stone fruit forward as the Injury.
Yeah, the Injury, the Indian single malt that we reviewed. If you want to watch it, you can go find it. Yeah, that's very like bright and kind of punches you in the teeth with that.
That certainly does.
Which is still good. Still, I very much enjoy it.
In a good way.
And I can't tell you how many cases of that shit I sold. I sold so many.
Injury is delicious.
Yeah, but this, I mean, it's very simple. Green apple, pears, a little bit of apricot.
Heavy on the single malt.
Yeah, you got that. That's where you get that honey.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it a shot because I haven't had this in, I can't tell you how long.
I already snuck a sip, but it is delicious.
Oh my goodness. This is as good as I remember. Apricot comes out a little bit more now.
The apricot is very forward on it. That is the most prominent stone fruit in apricot.
Like apricot drizzled with like the nondescript honey.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the wildflower honey.
No. Just
nondescript. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm so glad I bought both bottles.
It was a hard thing.
Now, to be fair,
it was meant to be.
And you're probably not going to find this.
No.
But this is more of a...
Like, keep an eye out for it.
It's more of an intro into Kavalan. Because most people, you know, they don't have the time to get into the weeds, right? With different bourbons, let alone with different regions of the world. And you might see Kavalan, 9 times out of 10, they come in bottles like this, so they do have the label on the back. When you get into the fancier stuff,
that's when it comes in the box.
Comes with a fancy box. And even this box isn't as fancy as
the old
one
box
that Jimmy got from the distillery.
Mm-hmm. I think I enjoyed a solitary pour from that original bottle before you drank it all.
Yeah, you were just a child.
Yeah.
You were in high school, but
yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
But anyway, Kavalan is really good. Single malt, just because it's from Taiwan doesn't mean it isn't good.
Yeah.
Right?
It is since it's been so long since I've tasted it, I'm surprised at how much it reminds me of rum. You know, it has those bright earthy notes to them.
Oh man, that's so good.
It's delicious.
So I'd even argue this point.
Okay.
Hear me out on this, because this is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Well, this just hit me. Struck my head like lightning.
Sounds painful.
Sounds painful. That's a hook reference if you don't know.
If you caught it.
If you caught it. Man, this would be... Now, this is oddly specific to this bottle. Oh my God, if you...
Spit it out.
I'm trying, but now I lost my train of thought, damn it. Let me have another sip just to see. I had a valid point. I would almost argue if you've had good Irish whiskey before, but you were afraid of like single malts or scotch,
this is like an in-between.
this would be a good bridge.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like
I do.
Like you've had Jameson and stuff before. You've maybe tried some different Irish whiskeys. You like bourbon.
I would agree with you on that front. This is not as initially funky as a single malt scotch.
Yeah, some single malt scotches can lean real heavy.
Especially like Space. No,
Space Side's to me not so much, but
Highland.
Yeah, Highlands, Isla in particular. Isla's a whole other monster.
But the Highland comes to mind.
Yeah, because I don't have a lot of experience with like Campbelltown and some of the other, I think RN, AARAN, that's another region. Like there's a ton of different regions in Scotland, but
Certainly.
I mean,
This is very light. This is very approachable.
this is like I said, like an in between like a good Irish
Yeah.
and a good Scotch. It's a nice bridge, and you don't have to buy the $300 bottle one.
Certainly. They have entry level options.
Yeah. And although I haven't had the entry level ones, because why would I buy entry level when I have
The fancy range.
some of the best stuff they produce? It's really good. Like, I forget how good it is. It's kind of sad that we killed this bottle.
Sad?
Kind of
Appropriate.
It's kind of sad.
Been sitting on it for years.
I don't know. Yeah, the fact I didn't drink it all, you gotta admit, I was really good.
You usually are.
I don't know, sometimes I am, but you have to admit, with as good as this is,
Unless it's Jack Daniel's single barrel barrel proof rye.
yeah, that's just, I got 3 empty bottles over there. Like, that's a problem. And we got one we haven't opened back there from Coy Hill.
Point being, Kavalan is a very impressive distillery. You are, especially stateside, you're unlikely to find offerings from them at like sub $100 or hovering right around 60, 70.
Yeah, they might be a little more expensive, obviously. Now, to be fair, no age statement. At least not on the stuff that we have.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I said, I saw finished ex-Bourbon barrels. I saw over half off. I'm like, okay, I'm in. Like, I'm good. But they're normal. I think at the store we had one or maybe 2. And they just came in the bottle, different label, but still Kavalan. And, that's going to be in the $50-ish range. So that's not terrible. Not in 2026 in the whiskey world. That's not bad at all. But if you can find their more special bottles, and they are going to be pricey. But I will just tell you this, out of the expensive bottles that I've had, they're really hard not to drink. Because they're that good. They're really good. And out of Taiwan, I don't know too many other distillers that are doing what Kavalan does.
As far as I know, where Kavalan is the biggest, it's the most prominent at least.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Similar to Injury, I mean, as far as Indian whiskey is concerned, Injury is the forefront.
I think they're the best because you have Amroot.
Oh yeah,
Amroot's the other one.
I forget about Amroot.
And I think they're fine, but I think Injury just kills it.
Especially with their finishes.
Yeah. I think they kill it. This is phenomenal. So we're going to turn the camera off and just sit here and enjoy the rest of
marvel at it.
Because it's going to take a little bit, and you guys don't want to sit here.
Watch us stare at half full glasses.
Watch us just say, "Oh shit, this is really good."
I mean, if you can stumble across something from Kavalan, even if it isn't one of the limited releases, it's worth a shot.
Agreed.
It may open up Pandora's box insofar as exploring the other regions of the world when it comes to whiskey, but it's a worthwhile endeavor. As far as we're concerned.
Yeah, it is. I said the same thing about not getting too deep, like just dipping my toes in the Scotch world, because I got enough problems with bourbon. Kavalan's one of those, like, I had it once, I drank a bottle of it, it was absolutely phenomenal. And then I landed these 2 bottles, and I'm like, okay, I kind of got to be done, because I could just go deep. And
Right.
I got enough problems.
You said to yourself, slow your roll, cowboy.
Yeah. So if you haven't tried it, if you're interested, like I said, I think the best descriptive is it's kind of in between like an Irish and like a true traditional, Scottish single malt. But yeah, 2 thumbs up.
Drink it.
Drink it.